Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members and others who have stumbled upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'm bringing for you guys, finally, after so long, a review for Legend of Korra. We are starting off today with Book 2, Episodes 1 and 2, because we got to see both episodes in a 1 hour special, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I have been waiting for this for so long. It has been literally a year, 2 months, and 20 days. I don't know which one looks better. Anyways, 20 days since the last episode of Korra, which is a long time, and it's a show that should have just been like this, moving forward. But regardless of that, and I don't really care. Also, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care. You can write whatever you want in the comments saying, "Oh, that's stupid that you kept track." I don't care. I just don't care. Like I'm just gonna straight up say right now, I do not care. That's what I think, and that's what I did, and that's what I don't care. I just don't care. But as a side note, forgetting that whole rant there right there. Let's get started with this episode review. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so two things or three things that we're gonna notice. Korra can finally do air scooter, which is something that I have been waiting for since she's basically learned airbending, because that's something that Aang really used a lot and it actually helped him. Bringing back, the whole bossing say wall giant drill thing, Aang using an air scooter to go up the wall and then come down and destroy the drill with his awesomeness. Without the air scooter, I don't think that would have been possible, but that's just me. Second, Bolin and the new Fire Ferret suck ass. I'm just saying, like, I feel bad for him because he's by himself and he wasn't actually the best out of the three, and he's basically being taken down. And Mako is a freaking police officer. Like, that came out of left field, like just out of nowhere. I don't mind it, but it came out of left field, like it really did. Um, but that's besides the point. So we have this whole setup. Everybody's new. Korra is using the Avatar state for selfish reasons, like one should expect, because that's what Korra does. Korra thinks Korra is everything. But anyways, that happened. Tenzin was mad. They were actually planning a trip to go to all four, yeah, Diamond City. Okay, they were planning to go on all four air temples to help her with her airbending training. But not only that, her spiritual bending, or not bending, what the heck am I saying? The spiritual stuff. Because as everybody knows, everybody should know if you watch the first series, the air nomads were the spiritual ones. They were all about the spiritual world and being one with themselves, and being able to go beyond in the spiritual sense. So it's perfect. It makes perfect sense. But before, they have to make a quick stop in the Southern Water Tribe, because there's gonna be a festival, and they're gonna have fun, and there's gonna be like freaking carnival games and yummy food and funny dances and stuff. Um, Also, Asami is having a little bit of trouble keeping future industries, on the up and up, because Daddy went to jail, caused turmoil in the entire city, used his machines for evil purposes. So now nobody wants to do business with future industries, and they are basically going down the drain. Like they are basically close to bankruptcy. But Asami has a plan. She has a plan, right? So when they get to the South, well, not really South Pole. They're not living in the South Pole, but when they get to the South, basically, um, while everybody else is doing their thing over there, Asami actually takes Bolin to meet with this, I guess, like this big shot representative, whatever the freak he was. I don't really care. But he does international business, basically. That's his main thing. He does international business. Um, to kind of be like, hey, can we get some help here, um, so that future industries can go back up. And it's funny because if it wasn't for Bolin, like she would have not been able to get that chance. Like people think, oh, Bolin's like a freaking loser, or not really that great. Anyways, she gets the shot. Like she gets the ability. She's gonna help her company. Like it's her company now, right? So she's gonna get it up and up. Um, Also, the dude was in the same ship as. This is a thing that shocked me. Like, apparently, the southern and northern tribes aren't separate anymore. I mean, they're separate because there's like basically a world in between. The north and the south down here. All that stuff. But I mean, back in the first, in the last Airbender, the north had a chief and the south had a chief. But now the North chief is the South's chief. Gosh, that sounds so awful. Basically, one chief controls both tribes, which is kind of ridiculous because they're supposed to. I mean, I understand they're supposed to be together, but they're still on different terms. So I mean, while Korra's dad, I guess, is like the first, the most important guy in the southern tribe. So whatever he says is supposed to go. Apparently, his younger brother, that's the chief. His younger brother has more of a say on what happens in the south than himself. Um, and I don't like him so far. I do not like him. I I don't hate him as much as I hated Amon because Amon was just a douchebag, or not Amon, Tarlock, but he's kind of a douche. He was basically just raging about how bad stuff has gotten in the South and how they're being so bad and angering the spirits and this because of these festivals and making them like this. The spirits are angry and attacking fishermen and it's all your fault. That's not cool, man. You can't just say that. This brings us to another point. Spirits attack the Southern Water Tribe and everybody fails. Even Korra, she still has to get the hang of Avatar State, because she sucks at it, but, it makes sense she doesn't deal with her spiritual side, unlike Aang. But she basically failed. The spirits, by the way, they look awesome. Like, they look legitimately freaking amazing. Apparently we get the setup. When the spirits, when they're not really evil, but when the spirits are consumed by darkness and they're all pissed and angry and just full of hatred, they're like this deep blue color, like this dark bluish color. And then when apparently because little brother chief of the tribes is like some magical dude, when he fixes them with weird water bending that turns into like yellow water or whatever. They turn gold and yellow, and then that's when they're all peaceful and can go back to the spirit world and be all happy. So I like the contrast between the colors. That's actually something, like I said, that's something I really like. I'm also I had to bring this up again. Freaking Korra, stop using firebending. You're a waterbender. It makes no freaking sense. I said this in the previous book, in most of my episode reviews from the first book. Breaking Core has an obsession with using firebending. Why? You're a waterbender. Literally, that's the exact opposite. Why is she so OP with it? It makes no freaking sense. I mean, I don't want to be like that guy, that's like complaining about the show because of this minor detail. But come on! Aang sucked at he sucked at earthbending. Until Toph basically was like, hey, get your ass in gear. And even then, he still wasn't as good as freaking Toph. Like, Toph was a beast. Why is Korra so obsessed with firebending? She's in the South. There's ice and water everywhere. Freaking use it. Oh gosh, I don't know. Like that's the thing that kind of pissed me off. They were doing all their fighting. I understand Mako using firebending. He's a firebender. I feel bad for Bolin because you're in the snow and there's not really a lot of earth, to deal with. So he did do something, but it wasn't really anything at all. Like, it didn't help at all. But Korra, you're surrounded by water. Start using it. Like this is my only complaint. Now, a reason why I say I don't like her uncle is that he freaking comes in like, hey, you're being taught everything wrong. I can do this. They can't. How about I take you with me and then I train you the right way to be the Avatar? I'm like, okay, well, whatever, dude. Just and of course, Korra dumps Tenzin, which pissed me off, made me feel bad for him because I like Tenzin. He was kind of cool. But that means he gets to just ignore her. We also got to meet his sister, Kia, or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I think if I remember, it's Kia. That's his older sister. Like she's the eldest. Um, I don't know. She seems okay. I mean, she's still like the, or how should I say this? Um, she's like the mean older sister. Like she's like the. I mean, she's not a bully, but um, she kind of is. The moment she sees Tenzin, oh, she's just scared because he thinks I'm gonna beat him up again, like when we were little kids. I was like, oh my gosh, what a bitch. No, but I like her. I like her. She's kind of cool. So Tenzin and his family, alongside his brother and his sister, end up going to the Southern Air Temple and then having some fun time over there. We got to see the freaking the statue room again. That was actually kind of cool. Um, we what's her name? Janora, the oldest daughter, she freaking starts seeing shit. Like she was in the room, like everybody else. Tenzin was with her. She starts like seeing things. Like I mean, she didn't really see anything, but like this thing flashed behind her, and she noticed. And I was like, whoa, is this? Is she like Aang? Is she gonna be like Aang? Like, is she gonna be able to notice these spirits and do something about them too? Um, I don't know. I think she's more perceptive. Also, freaking Milo breaking stuff again. He's hilarious. I don't know. He's already breaking stuff. Like he's finally gets to be like where his grandpa was born, and he's already breaking stuff. Um. Oh, also the people who live there are freaking jerks. Like, they're all happy and excited for Tenzin. Oh my gosh, Master Tenzin, you're back! And they're like giving gifts to him and Pema, and they're all happy and stuff, and then like all excited for little kids, like they're here. All of a sudden, like his brother and sister come out and like, what's up? And they're like, oh my gosh, we thought you were like the Hellboys. I'm like, no, we're Tenzin's brother and sister. Like, oh my gosh, are you guys airbenders too? Like, no. We're like, oh, okay. And then they just walk away, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what douchebags. Apparently, like, just being an airbender makes you like a god to them or something. Um, and then we get back to the south, where, Korra is now with her uncle. I'm actually gonna look up his name really quickly because I don't want to keep calling him her uncle. Um, hmm. Oh wait, I already said his name. Unalak. What the heck? Yeah, he like tells her, "Oh, we got to go to the South Pole and do some stuff and get rid of all the angry spirits and make everybody happy again by opening the portal to like the spirit world and all this stuff." And then her dad obviously like, no, you're not going over there. What are you doing? Um, but they end up going anyway because Korra wants to be a rebel now. I don't know. She pissed me off in these episodes. I'm not gonna lie. Like she first dumps Tenzin, now she's being a jerk to her dad. Like, oh, you can't control me anymore, Dad. Like she's that rebel teenager phase. Like that's funny. But anyways, so they have to go over there, and she has to open it by solstice. So I'm glad that they're bringing that up again because the solstice had such a major impact in the previous, in Avatar: Last Airbender, had a big influence on a lot of stuff that happened. And it was mentioned a lot. So I have to go over there and Wait, hold on. Wrote something down here. Okay. Anyways, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And also, like, even more of a douchebag move out of Unalaq. She starts saying that her dad is a freaking horrible person and it's his fault that everything's happening. Apparently, when he was in the north, because he's from the northern tribe, he was banished just like Zuko, except in a nicer manner without leaving scars all over the place. But he was banished, and then he had to tell Korra the whole story about how he was part of the military thingy, and then they were chasing these bandits, and they went to this forest, which was like a spiritual oasis or some shit, and then he went in there and he attacked everybody, destroying half the forest. Spirits were angry, came to destroy the tribe's place, whatever, and then he got banished because he was a douchebag and didn't listen and attacked a place like that. What the heck? Like, literally, like, this dude, Unalaq is literally trying to make Korra hate everybody but him. I'm not gonna be surprised if she starts going, oh no, your boyfriend is keeping you back. Like, what the heck? Literally, she took first. He made her hate Tenzin and get angry at Tenzin and reject Tenzin. Now he's literally making Korra hate her dad because oh he's a liar. He doesn't tell you anything. It's all to protect you. With this guy. I don't even know anymore. So she goes in and to like this weird cavern. Her dad leaves. Like he was pissed. Like he stuff was getting crazy, and so he decides to leave because he's being a douchebag. And they were attacked by spirits. Other stuff was taken and destroyed, so no supplies. Daddy went home. Korra was mad at Mako for telling her dad like, "Oh, I'm gonna protect her. Don't worry." Like a good boyfriend, and she's all pissed off at him because he's talking to her dad. Like really? Oh, Korra, right now, selfish. But anyway, so she goes into like this like ice bridge cannon thingy, which is inside this thing they call the Ever Storm, which is like this big ass tornado that's basically created by the raging spirits. And they're angry at everybody and hate them all. Um, so they go in there, and she goes in there, and she's attacked by spirits. She somehow escapes, and then she goes into like the middle of like it's like a forest in the ice. So it's really cool looking. She goes into like the center, and there's like this glowing thing in the middle. It looks like iceberg thingy. And she goes in, and that's basically the portal. She goes in airbending, which I was like, oh, okay, so she's doing something besides firebending. But no, she goes into the firebending, and she does that more. She obviously can't attempt earthbending. I don't know why she didn't try waterbending. This is ice. Hello. But then these like little snake things come out from the ceiling, and they start trying to break into like this giant dome of ice that's around her. And so they start grabbing her and they're pulling her up, and then like so she goes into Avatar state and she breaks. She breaks it in the most weird way. Like she just touches it with her finger. She just goes, boop, and all of a sudden the portal goes, creating the southern lights, making it all pretty. It was crazy. And then they go back home, and surprise, surprise, Uncle Unalaq wants to invade the South. Literally, bunch of ships just start reaching into shore, and Korra's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And it's like, "Oh, well, the opening the portal to say, release the spirits was just step one. Now we're gonna fix everything and make everybody all spiritual again, so we can make this a happy time." And I'm like, "What are you doing? I don't even know." This thing is crazy. I'm just saying, I don't like this uncle of hers. I'm very, very angry with him. But that's my 2 cents. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comments or wherever you respond. Are you excited for this season? I am. I am really looking forward to where this story is gonna go. I am pretty sure that Unlock's gonna be a bad guy. I'm just saying. Um, Also, I forgot to mention, Bolin gets it on with Unalaq's daughter. That was kind of weird. Like he has like two twins, and then it's a boy and a girl, and he was all, oh my gosh, who are those two lovely ladies? And then Korra's like, oh, one of them's a boy. And he's like, oh, which one is it? But anyways, so he ends up like crushing on like the girl, and like I guess they're sort of together. It's kind of weird. Like she treats him like a boyfriend, but like more like it's like a mix between a boyfriend and a slave. It was kind of funny. I laughed. I don't know. I'm really excited for where this is gonna go. Korra ditching Tenzin, not cool, girl. And then just being a jerk to your dad, not cool, not cool. But that's all for this dual review. This has been long enough. 20 minutes is a long time. Um, then again, it is 2 episodes in one review. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching. I can't wait for next week where it's gonna get even crazier. So this has been SoresanCrockxen, Legend of Korra, Beast Show. Keep training whatever element it is that you prefer. I don't care. I'm more. I think I would rather be an airbender or a waterbender. I don't know. Anyways, you can put that down below which bending you guys prefer. Anyways, SoresanCrockxen. See you guys later.